Viewers as Gregory Tompkins takes his own life. Police broke into Gregory Tompkins' South London home and found him dead. Facebook: a plasterer hung himself live on webcam in the early hours of Christmas Day morning. Gregory Tompkins live at his own death and insults chat group as an administrator in the U.S. desperately tried to dial 999. The chat room supervisor also pleaded with those in the U.K. to call the emergency services. Tompkins, a self-employed plasterer, was found dead when police broke into his home in Wallington, South London. It followed a call from another concerned chatroom user in the early hours of Christmas Day. Apple Inc. Insults is one of the several rooms on video chat service Paltalk, where users send abuse to each other. A user of the chat group, who does not wish to be named, saw Mr. Tompkins, known as Yika, sit at his computer screen without talking. He then went into another room and appeared to hang himself. The whole incident took just 30 seconds, he said, adding, he had come into the room on his regular screen name that he uses, and then for some reason he went and changed his screen name. When he actually comes in the room, he is always on the microphone and he talks, but this time he didn't talk and he was just sitting there. After he left the room he cammed up, and that was when he did what he did. It took him literally 30 seconds to go from sitting down to hanging. The admin for the insults group known as Throat Punch said he felt powerless to help as he could not contact the emergency services from America and was frustrated others in Britain would not raise the alarm. He wrote, as an admin in the room at the time this tragedy took place, the frustration of not being able to contact police because dialing 101 or 999 from a country outside the UK became immediately apparent. By the time it took me to get a room member from the UK to contact 999, it was way too late. Sitting by people like a chatter who was present and witnessed it ignore requests to call police was truly futile. Earlier this month, Mr. Tompkins changed his profile picture on his G. Tompkins Plastering Facebook page to include a Merry Christmas banner. 2 days before his death he wrote, "Just do it." Users reacted on the chatroom message board and said Mr. Tompkins would be sadly missed. World Suicide Prevention Day. Kathy discusses how she copes with anxiety problems. Brass Knuckles H2K said, Yaka was okay. He was a good soul. Alina T also, Yaka was a funny guy. He will be sadly missed. Plasma added, I'm still so shocked. And EVR, sick, thought Yaka would do that. Another commenter said the chat room should be investigated as it targets vulnerable people. She said, I believe this room in question was no good for Greg's mental health. It certainly wasn't the right place for him. He is not the only chatter that has suffered in this room. There is a few as I would like the police to investigate this and also to prevent this from ever happening again. One user said Gregory was very lonely and would often do silly acts. He said, Gregory Tompkins was a funny man. He did a lot of funny stuff in the chat room, but he also got upset a lot and would do silly things on his cam as well. I just think he was very lonely as he had a difficult past which he spoke about a lot, but he always meant well. You just were never sure what mood he was in when he entered the chat room. I do not think an insult chat room like this was the place for him. This is not the first time that someone has died in this UK chat room. A lot of the people who were in this UK chat room when Gregory Tompkins died were also in this chat room when Kevin Whittrick died. He also hanged himself live on cam in the chat room after he was egged on by other chatters. Kevin Whittrick, 42, of Telford, Shropshire, killed himself in 2007 using Paltalk and was even encouraged to take his life. An inquest heard. A Met Police spokesperson said Mr. Tompkins' death was not be treated as suspicious and his elderly parents have been informed of the incident. They added, a file will be prepared for the coroner. SWNS. More about Christmas. London Metropolitan Police South London reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.